Hey, Brian Holder, the Bit of Bible. You know what this is? It's kind of a mock-up of a mash bag. And any idea what a mash bag is? Well, I want to share with you what that is. So this here is the Mount of Olives in Israel, just in Jerusalem there. And it's called the Mount of Olives because it's where they grew olives. And they grew olives in order to produce one of the main products is oil. And I want to show you real quickly what the process was to make oil. After they harvested the olives, they would put them in a big round vat, kind of like this. Here's another picture of it. They would pile up the olives here, and then they would usually use an animal or manpower to roll this wheel around the vat and crush the olives, just completely obliterate until they become mush. They then take that mush and put it in multiple bags like this, and then they would pile them up in a stack of the bags, on one on top of another, filled with that mush of olives, and then they would add enormous pressure to it, to these bags filled with the mush, enormous amounts of pressure until it would seep out the bottom. You can see here a trench, and it would collect the oil. The essence of the olive was pulled out of the olive, pressed out. It was crushed, pressed, and the essence came out and was gathered, and that's what was considered a value. Now, the reason I share this with you is because this whole process, this pressing of the olives, oil is called shmonim, or shimanim, and a press is called a gat, so it's a gat shimanim, and you and I would know that as gat shimanim Gethsemane. Gethsemane is called an oil press. It's on the Mount of Olives, and it makes complete sense. And the reason that's relevant is because this is where Jesus went on the night that he was to be betrayed and prayed to his Father, Lord, if this cup can pass from me. And in his prayers, he was crushed by the weight of the sins of the world that were weighing down upon him, and the essence of who he was squeezing from his pores, and he had blood and sweat coming from his pores. Such an appropriate vision, imagery used of the Gat Shimanim, or Gethsemane, of what was happening to Jesus in those final hours. Hey, pick up your Bibles, read about this guy who loves us so much. Stay safe, stay healthy, and hi, Mom.